Okay.
Yeah, that's like my background noise right now when I go live.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. This is Yusuf Chowdhury once again tuning in from San Antonio, Texas. It is 5:57 p.m. Central Time. All right, just give me a second here. Well, second is already gone, but
One,
yeah, there you go. It's already gone. Give me a few seconds.
1, 2,
All right.
3, 4,
All right, that's it.
5.
Enough. Let me just share this on my page. And today we're going to talk about, is your LinkedIn account optimized? Right? LinkedIn just today released a new information about how you can live stream on the LinkedIn event pages. So that's pretty cool. Because since 2015, I've been saying this, that live streaming, it's where you're building your brand, increasing engagement happens really, really good on live streaming. So even LinkedIn realizes that. All right. So how many of you have a LinkedIn account? First of all, like really, how many of you have a LinkedIn account? How many? So Charlie said he has one. Okay. So if you want me to look at your LinkedIn account and give you feedback, like in terms of how to optimize it, feel free to do so. All right. Don't worry. I'm not going to make fun of you. Yeah, right. So what I'm going to talk about first on this subject. Okay, so let's go step by step because I really want you guys to focus on this subject. And as soon as you learn new things today, please go ahead and implement it on your LinkedIn account. Okay, so today, since the topic says, is your LinkedIn account optimized? We're going to talk about how to optimize your profile. I'll talk about how to use some of the publishing tools. I'll give you some tips on how to use LinkedIn groups for your advantage. And also a little bit of a concept on what is LinkedIn ads and how can you search for your target audience. Okay. So the first thing is when it comes to how do you want to make your LinkedIn account optimized, or at least the LinkedIn profile optimized. So there's a process when we discuss this subject of profile or the LinkedIn profile optimization. Okay, so the first step is you have to complete your personal public profile account. Okay, so what does that entail? So that means you need to make sure that Charles, what's going on, my man? Thank you for tuning in. You need to make sure that you have your custom LinkedIn URL. So typically when you create your account, you don't want to have a weird link like a linkedin.com in / your name dash bunch of numbers. You don't want that. You want to make sure that you have it like linkedin.com / in / Yusuf Chowdhury, for example. And this is my account, so you can check it out. So you have to make sure that you claim your custom LinkedIn URL. So what do I mean by that? The custom URL, LinkedIn custom URL. So let me show you. What do I mean by that. So let's see. So right here on the top, you see what it says, linkedin.com / in / Yusuf Chowdhury. So this is your LinkedIn URL. So you have to make sure that you have that set up, because initially, if you set up as a beginner, a lot of time people miss this. So if you do want to edit your public URL, you can just basically come right here, edit public URL, and this will take you to exactly right here. You see that? Edit your custom URL. You see that? Personalize your URL for your profile. So when you click edit, this is where you can put your whatever your full name is. Okay, and save it. Make sense? So this is how is done. Okay, so that's the first thing. Make sure that you do your best to fill up as much information as you can within your profile. Okay, then secondly, make sure that you have to claim your custom LinkedIn URL. Okay. Secondly, you can put third, you can put your keyword within your headline. This is a technique that I've been using it. Okay, it's not a must, but you can try, and I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you why the difference, why this is interesting. So if you see my let's see right here, if you look at my name, you see this is my full name. So what I did on the first name, I put my full name. On the second name, I put my title, like in digital marketing agency owner, because that's what I am. So if you are a yoga instructor, you can say, Yusuf Chowdhury, yoga teacher. Or if you are a consultant, you can say Yusuf Chowdhury, real estate consultant or IT consultant. That way, when people search for, let's say, a specific niche or titles for professionals, then your name will have the title right off the bat, like very bold and big. So it's a technique I've been using. It's been working so far. Okay. So when they search for digital marketing agency or digital marketer, of course, all my professional in my area will show up. Other people are going to show up, but the difference is the title digital marketing agency owner will stand out, or digital marketer will stand out, or real estate investor will stand out. So that brings some sort of attention to your target audience. Makes sense? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay. So that's the next thing you want to do is to put your title on the second name. On the key, when you describe your professionalism, your business, your company, try to put the keyword there as well. So let's say if you are a dentist, and if you're in San Antonio, so you can see something like San Antonio dentist by such and such. That is going to be on the description. Add relevant skills and expertise about yourself, right? And you can also build a reputation through your work experiences, but don't make LinkedIn like a resume. The problem is what I see most people do when they put their past experience or work experience, they write it like a basic resume with the company they worked on from time they started, they finished, and bullet points. You don't want to do that. You want to keep it more personal. I'm going to show you in a few minutes how I did it on my LinkedIn account. Okay. Then you have to recommend, you have to request for recommendations. So you can ask your colleagues, your friends, your customer to give you a recommendation. Typically back then it used to be like, 2 minimum to complete your profile. And I think that's still the case. But I recommend that you should at least get 10 or more of recommendation. When you have a profile picture, make sure your profile picture is professional picture, not just like a picture you've taken in the bathroom, right? Or in your yard or some on the street or in the dark with your teeth shining. You don't want to do that. So you got to make sure you have a professional picture. And you can use that professional picture almost like throughout all other social channels. At least your face has to be visible, right? You don't want to take a picture where your face is like way far in the corner, like a freaking ant, right? You can't even see it. So make your face closer to the profile so people can see who you are, okay? Then when you finish the description area and the work experience area, if you have some sort of publications, white papers, journals, PowerPoint presentation, or videos, you can put those under the description. So that's how you're going to make your information more like a dynamic, okay? That's what I mean by dynamic. You can also add a call to action on the description to tell the audience to go back, visit your website. And don't forget to have a banner about your business that reflects who you are, okay? So everything I talked about right now, in the steps in order for you to have a full profile optimized, you have to make sure that the personal profile, public profile is complete 100%. You have to claim your custom URL. You have to put, again, it's not you have to. The third one is a recommendation. If you want to put the title of your business or your skills in the headline on the second, first and last name, put the keywords in the description. Make sure you have a relevant skills and expertise. Also, if you want to build a reputation through the work experience, make it dynamic. Get at least 10 recommendations. Use a professional photo. add some sort of media formats, call to action on the description, and of course the banner. Okay, so these are some of the tips on how to make your LinkedIn account or profile optimized. So let me show you how I set up for myself, so you can basically, if you want to look at it and copy it, you're more than welcome to do so. Nothing wrong with that. So let me share that right now. So right here, you see I got the URL, my name right here. This is my professional picture that you can see on all my social channels. This is my personal brand on the back end, Yusufai. Okay. And that's my first name and the keyword in the title. And here's the thing. A lot of people will put like, CEO of a company. So instead of that, you can utilize this area to basically inform the visitor what do you do, because this is still a social media channel, right? So here I basically say I help businesses generate targeted web traffic and qualified leads using digital marketing technology. So that's what I do. So in somebody who is interested in this solution, then that's what they're gonna basically contact me for. Okay. So this is very, very important. I've seen some other LinkedIn accounts where they put like a CEO or owner or whatever, a bunch of title that is not that interesting. So you have to stand out from the rest, right? So what if you speak like in the first person as if you're talking to me? So that's what I did here. When it comes to description, right here, what I basically do, I'm a professional digital marketing consultant, which is a keyword. That's what I mentioned. Put the keyword on the description. I describe what I do. I've been doing this for more than, like 15 years, and my skills in digital marketing. And these are some of the services that I provide. And from here, for some reason, this is not working anymore. From here, I can put contact me as a call to action, or visit my website and put the link right there. Okay. So that's what I mean by the description. So you can utilize this description and speak in the first person. Do not speak in the third person. And this is funny because I'm looking at your profile and you're speaking in the third person. That's kind of odd. It's like, I come to visit you in a meeting, and instead of saying, hey, my name is Yusuf, I'm going to say, hey, his name is Yusuf, right? You don't want to speak in a third person. You got to speak, in the first person. Okay. So I've seen so many accounts out there that they speak in the third person. I'm like, why are you speaking in the third person? That just makes no sense. Okay. So you have to be speaking in the first person. Okay. Then when you scroll down, I have a couple of old videos, YouTube videos, PowerPoint presentation. This is what I mean by dynamic, right? When you scroll down, this is my experience, how I started the company in 2010 till today. My online business owners, my digital agency. And you can see exactly what I do for businesses and what our company does. So everything in the first person, right? I'm not putting bullet points, okay? I'm utilizing this area to write a paragraph about what I do for my audience, my customers, right? When I scroll down, this is the workshop that I do on a monthly basis. I started in 2012. So I have I need to update some of these presentations. I might have even had to add all the presentations. So here, I saw I need to build, I'm speaking this as a story. I saw a need to build a coalition of online marketing professionals in South Texas. Since we started, we've added more 1,000 business owners, professionals, and blah, 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 right? This is a traditional marketing agency here in San Antonio. I've done consultation for them for almost 2 years. So I had some of experience with them. It's a traditional Hispanic marketing agency, very good agency. I worked for, let's say, Ragspace for several years. And some of the experience that I'm posting, if you notice, most of them are relevant to what I do in terms of marketing, media, digital, online marketing, web development, graphic design. So they're relevant. So the experience that I'm putting somehow is relevant to what I do in my field. Then, of course, the college, then here people adding the skills, then recommendation. I got like 11 to 9 recommendations from clients and students and whatnot. You see, so the profile stands out. It's fully 100% complete, and it stands out. So it's not just typical, like a resume. Okay, so feel free to look at my account. It's linkedin.com/in/Yusuf Chowdhury, and look at it and see if you want to replicate something similar. You're more than welcome. You have my permission to look at it and make something similar to what I did, hopefully, so that can help you. Okay, so this part is just for optimization. So let's see what Charles says here. Can a LinkedIn account count as a backlink? That's an excellent question. Yes, because if you have your company information on the LinkedIn company page or on your personal profile, and you're posting a native blog within LinkedIn account, I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes, or if you're sharing your own content, your own website, blogging material on LinkedIn, and people read it from LinkedIn and they click back to your website. So yeah, that does help in terms of linking back. But the most important thing, you got to make sure that, did you see the description area that I showed you, Charles? Right there on the bottom where I said contact me, there you can add your website. Okay, then you can look at your Google Analytics and see if the traffic is also coming back from LinkedIn to your website. Because when you log into your Google Analytics, there is an option called acquisition. Under the acquisition, look for traffic sources, and from there you will see the traffic, either organic traffic, direct traffic to the website, ads, or social media. When you click on the social media, it will tell you from which social channels you're getting the link back to you or the conversation back to you. Okay, Mark, what's going on, my man? Good to see you, bro. Tawsif, alaikum salam. Thank you for tuning in. I only suggest to change the cover page. Okay, let's see. I mean, cover picture. Yes, the cover, the banner is one thing, but the profile has to be professional because LinkedIn is a professional social media site. You don't want to have a picture with yourself and a dog, or with yourself with 10 other people. That's going to confuse them. Or a picture of you when you're a baby. You don't want to mess with that. You can do that probably on TikTok, but not on LinkedIn, okay? People are not going to take it seriously. I took a snapshot of it. Okay. All right, so just look at the account. Okay, look at my account and see if you can replicate. So this is the first subject, is the first step you need to do in LinkedIn to be successful is to properly optimize it. Okay, and as I mentioned before, I'm going to mention it again. In order for you to optimize it, complete the personal profile 100%, claim your custom LinkedIn URL, put the keyword in your headline, which is your second name, put the keyword somewhere within the description of your business and what you do, add skills and expertise. You can build your reputation through the work experiences, the way you saw how I did it in the first person, speaking and writing a paragraph and not just the bullet points. If you have scientific publication, work publication, white papers, documents, PowerPoint, infographic, post it. That's how you can make your work experience dynamic. Okay? Use a professional headshot. Add all the media formats. When I say the media formats in the gallery, you saw how I got my YouTube videos, a couple of PowerPoint presentations. That's what I mean by using the gallery to advantage to show your case studies and your showcase and what you exactly do. Add the call to action on the description to your website, just like Charles asked for, and have a banner that represent your company or your business or whatever that you do. Okay? All right. So that part, it's about optimization. So do you have any question about how to optimize your LinkedIn account? Do you have any question about how to optimize your LinkedIn account before I move forward? Let's see. Any questions? All right. So now we're going to talk about what's new in LinkedIn, right? Like what's new. So you saw the homepage is similar to, in a way, to Facebook. Now LinkedIn has an option, a blogging interface. So this is very cool. And Charles, this is something you can definitely help you with from the SEO perspective, because LinkedIn is a high authority site. So now LinkedIn has a feature under the post area where it says write. This is like you writing your own blog within the LinkedIn platform. So you can write a blog post specifically, uniquely on LinkedIn, let's say part 1, and the part 2, you can take the readers back to your blog post number 2 on the website. Now you also notice there's a messenger box. Their search feature has been improved. You can upload recorded video. You can also check for every post. There's a basic analytics for every post. The chat box or the messages comes with a smart reply, just like how Gmail, when you respond, automatically gives you the answer. Now there's something called live streaming. So LinkedIn also offers live streaming option, just like Facebook and YouTube, but you have to request them to give you access because it is still under beta. For some reason, I still did not get it. I applied so many times. I didn't get it. Some of my colleagues got it, and I'll be super happy if I get access to that so I can get all the professional watch the live streaming. And today I read an article from Search Engine Journal that now you can live stream it to the LinkedIn event page. So when you set up an event online, now you can have live streamed through the virtual event online, which is really, really cool. Okay, so let me show you some of these new stuff that LinkedIn has right now. Okay, let's see. There you go. So here's the message box right here. See that? This is the message box, just like Facebook messages. So instead of going directly to the messages here, you can engage with any new people right here. Okay, when it comes to, let's see, let me go to home profile. Let's go to home. So it looks like a, kind of like a Facebook style, right? This is one of my team right here. So right now you can see if you want to post something, this is your post, right? You're gonna write a post right here. Okay, you can upload videos, add images, upload files, right? You can also tag somebody in the post. But right here, you see this option? Write an article. So when you click on this thing, now you can write your own blog within the LinkedIn network. Isn't that amazing? So that way, LinkedIn will try to show your content to your followers. So you can put the headline right here. You see, just like a WordPress, kind of basic WordPress, and you can publish an article right here within LinkedIn. So this is really, really cool. Okay, right here, Yusuf Chowdhury, digital marketing agency owner. This is my spiel, the elevator pitch, and this is the free version, by the way. And these are some of the pages that I was managing. Right, a couple of hashtag, couple of groups right here, followed hashtag, and this is the news feed, as you can see. Okay. This is the newsfeed. Let me click like for more. This is one of my team members right here. So see, conversation, engagement. Okay. Then if you look on the top right here, where it says work. So now we have learning, which is part of Lynda. So if you want to learn more stuff from lynda.com, LinkedIn acquired it. So there are a lot of courses, amazing courses. Some of them are free. That you can, some of them are free, some of them you have to pay monthly. Start my free month. Look at that. Any topic within business, consulting, social media, marketing, learning languages, programming, it's all here because it's part of Lynda. Basically was bought by LinkedIn. Okay. Then you have the analytics, the insight right here. This is for posting a job if you want to hire somebody. This is for running an advertising. This is for looking for groups or creating a group. And this one is very awesome, ProFinder. So ProFinder is similar to Upwork, Guru.com or Freelancer. So if you're a skilled consultant or web developers or media person, you can definitely put your information there and get clients from customer within LinkedIn network. Okay. SlideShare, this is basically also got acquired by LinkedIn. It's a SlideShare.net. This is where you can upload all your SlideShare accounts. Okay, so these are some of the new stuff that LinkedIn has right now. Okay, some of the new stuff that LinkedIn provide, and so we have a new homepage, a blogging interface, messenger box, as you saw, improved search feature. You can upload videos. You saw in the post area. And also in the post area, if you click on analytics, it will give you like how many clicks, how many likes, and so forth, smart replies. And of course, for the live streaming, I forgot to show you, in order for you to get the live streaming, you have to apply, and it's right here. So it's a linkedin.com/help/LinkedIn/ask/something called IV-app. Let me copy this link and put it on Facebook for you guys to follow. If you complete a course from Lynda, you can post it on LinkedIn. Yes, that's pretty cool because it's, It's owned by LinkedIn. So if you complete something, it can be posted to LinkedIn. That way people can see that you're learning, you're becoming an expert in a certain area. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Thanks, Charles. So LinkedIn has a lot of tons of amazing stuff. And by the way, Charles, you might want to put your information under the Pro Finder. If you want more customer, go to Pro Finder, apply for it, and hopefully you'll get some clients from there. I did mine, but I haven't completed it. Okay, I need to finish it. So go ahead and do that. Hey, Tony, my man, what's going on, bro? It's good to see you. So make sure you go to the Pro Finder. Okay, right here, the Pro Finder. There you go. So this is where I can actually hire contractors. I can hire freelancers. I can hire agencies just by coming to Pro Finder and not just Upwork. So this is a Pro Finder, right? You can find executive coach, CPA, tax consultant, business law, PR consulting. There's so many services, just like the Upwork, right? You see all these services. So you can acquire, you can hire companies to help you with these, or you can provide it. So if you are a SaaS, software as a service development, if you do software testing, if you do web design, if you do Android development, business consultant, so you can actually put all your information right here so customer can find you. Okay, so why not do that? It's free. It doesn't cost anything to have your account under the Pro Finder. Okay. All right. So by the way, folks, if y'all enjoying watching this live stream on LinkedIn, if you know anybody that needs some help, needs their account to be optimized, go ahead and share this or tag them. I would highly appreciate it. Okay. All right. So that's what's new on the LinkedIn. And as I mentioned today, there's an article by Search Engine Journal. They talked about LinkedIn pages can now host a virtual live events. So take the opportunity for that, because live streaming is still super powerful to increase engagement and also to build your business brand. Okay. All right. So that's the subject. We talked about optimizing the profile. We talked about what's new on LinkedIn. Now let's talk about some sort of strategies. Like how can we, if I set up a LinkedIn account, how can I utilize this free LinkedIn account to basically spend some time to capture leads? Right. So the first thing is you do have to, right? The first thing is you have to know who is your audience. I talk about this all the time with so many prospecting businesses. Who is your ideal customer, right? Who is your ideal client? Who is your ideal leads? So that's it, right? But the benefit of LinkedIn, now you can identify and figure out what's their title. Right? Is this person a CEO? Is this person a secretary? Is this person the first one in the gate that can actually, is this person the decision maker? Right? Who's this person? You should be able to find out just by looking at their account, right? And what industry they are from. If I'm talking a specific industry, are these profiles, are these leads from those industries, right? Who are their target market? So let's say people in the financial industry looking for other B2B companies, what kind of market they're looking for, maybe I can help them with that market. Okay, so the first thing is you need to identify who is your ideal leads. And you can figure out just by looking at the profile, because the profile says if they're a CEO, if they're a manager, if they're a consultant, what industry they're from, and what are they looking for. So if they're looking for somebody like myself, let's say a digital marketer, then I can definitely connect with them, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing, you have to post content that is native to LinkedIn. What do I mean by native to LinkedIn? What I mean by that, did you guys see how when you go to the post, you can upload videos and images and write a content? That's what I mean by native. So you're actually writing your own post. Right? You're uploading your own videos. That's what I mean by native. You're uploading your own images, like original stuff. Okay? So that can include text only, photos, videos, and articles. Now, you can also share your blog from your website. That's also considered native. Okay? You can write content with titles like, you or your solution or your need for this, or how to X, Y, and Z, or 10 list to fix this issue, or 10 ways to resolve this problem, or 10 ways to benefit, or 10 ways to increase. Those sort of ideas when it comes to the content. So you can focus on putting native content to the LinkedIn, okay? Now, that doesn't mean you cannot share external content. You can do that too. But I'm advising you that try to also have some sort of native content, because this is your brand, right? So if you share 50% or 60% of your content, original content, that's very good, versus sharing just external account. Okay, if you look at my account, I do share some of my own, but also share other industries within my niche. I share their content as well. Okay, so the first thing is identify who is your ideal leads by looking at their titles, looking at their profile. Then also do your best to come with the plan to have your what you call it, the ideal native content. Okay, now when it comes to some types of content or versions of the content you can have in terms of subjects, right? In terms of like titles or ideas, my suggestion would be look for something like how-tos type of content, content curation. Basically, you're taking other people's, not other people, you're looking at other resources that's within your niche, and you are also giving them a credit where the credit is due, but you're also writing material based on other information by giving them credit. That's called content curation. You're basically curating a content, right? Meme or meme, that still works. Infographics, if you have a content that you turn into a infographic, you can share that. You can share case studies. If you have any case studies, you can share those. You can also do a content like charts or graphs, videos, native videos. That means your own videos. You can share your ebooks. You can share your webinars. You can talk about 10 lists of something. You can share your interviews, podcast. Maybe you have helpful tools, softwares, SlideShare, quotes, quizzes, right? Survey, photo collage, or press release. So these are some of the ideas when it comes to just, writing content that will be impactful, super valuable, educational to your target audience, okay? So I'm basically throwing all these ideas, okay? Number one, know your lead. Number two, focus on native content. Number three, now we're going to talk about how you can join relevant LinkedIn groups, or you can make your own group and start inviting your LinkedIn followers if they're interested to learn more in that group. But if you decided to join other relevant groups, make sure you read their group policy, okay? Because you don't want to just go there and start spamming everybody. That's not cool, okay? Understand their group policy and try to engage with them, try to see what they need, offer help, be a contributor and not just a bloodsucker, like just going there to suck stuff, right? Be a giver and not just taker. The taking part will come automatically, okay? Just be the giver, okay? So read the group policy, look at the size of the group, and also look and see, are the group active? How many times do they post? What kind of content do they post? Do people engage in that group? Okay, so you always have to make sure that the concept of go giver or just be contributing, right? Offer like valuable educational tips, engage with the group audience, or you can just create your own and invite people, right? You can also analyze the group, create content that is based on questions. So don't forget to go to answerthepublic.com and use those questions as a content initiator, right? And you can also send direct messages to basically capture leads. But if you do that, there's a specific skill, because a lot of time you will get, I would say 90% of the messages that you get on your LinkedIn, most of them are spammy or automatic, or they don't care. They don't even know you, right? And it becomes cumbersome because you see all these tens of 20s messages every day, and it's the same thing. Hi, this, I do this, check it out. They're always just like begging for something, right? You don't want to do that. Okay, so so when you send a private message, you have to send a private message to your target audience. Okay. LinkedIn rule number one: don't be a leech. All right. So let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so there's a technique that works very well. Okay, so let me show you, and you should do the same. This is going to be very practical for you guys. Here we go. Okay, so number 4, excuse me. So number 4, when you send private messages, you send it to your target audience. Here's an example. Hi, John. I'm Yusuf, a digital marketing agency owner. I enjoy connecting and growing my LinkedIn network and getting to know one another in the newsfeed. That's it. Okay, no selling, right? Like sincerely, you want to get to know them. You want to see what they put out there, because even if they don't become your customers, they can be your brand ambassador, right? So this is how you do it. Not a long message. I do this and I do that. Check this. I need your feedback. Those are all shady technique. Hey, I started the software and I need your feedback. They don't need the feedback. They just want you to buy the software, right? So you got to be sincere. So the way to do it, you don't just send message to everybody. Look at their profile. See if they're interesting. See if they actually need your service, right? Then message them like this. If they respond back to you, you can continue back and forth communicating and getting to know each other. Okay, and sincerely go to their newsfeed and see what kind of content that is really good, that is beneficial, that you can share, and it can be reciprocated. Okay, so that's how you send a private message, not like spamming the heck out of them. Okay, any question about this? No? All right. Let's see if there's any questions. Okay, so that's how you grab lead. So that was a point number 4 on how to generate lead. Number 5, you can take an advantage of this plugin called Lin Mail Pro. Okay, Lin, L-I-N, Mail Pro. That stands for LinkedIn Mail Pro. It's not free. I think you have to pay like 23 or 20 something dollars a month. So what it basically does, it's a Chrome extension that can help you automatically find and invite every person who has recently viewed your profile. So anybody viewed your profile but they did not connect with you, you can use this extension to basically invite them back. Like, hey, you saw my profile. Is there anything that I can answer? Would you looking for something? Would you looking for something else and you couldn't find? We can still have a conversation. All right. So that's what the service is for. It's called linmailpro.com. So check it out. linmailpro.com. You have to submit your information. Then you're gonna get an email coming from the sales team, and they're gonna basically sell it for you. They'll let you use it for 7 days for free, but after that, I think it's like $21 plus taxes, and see if it works for you. Because you do get views on your profile, but some of them don't even connect with you. They just came in to look at your profile because they're looking for other profile. So this is an opportunity for you to basically get in touch with them and say, hey, you looked at my account. How can I help you? What I can do for you? What did you miss? What did you look at that you didn't like it? You know what I mean? So check it out. It's called linmailpro.com. All right. So we talked about number 1, to identify your leads, post native content. I talked about some ideas. We talked about joining the groups or making your own group. Then we talked about sending private messages to your target audience. And now I'm going to talk about how to sign up for LinkedIn Pro Finder. Okay. Previously, I showed Charles that this is how you can have your own information on LinkedIn Pro Finder. So let me show you how you can sign up. Okay. So if you want to sign up, you must have a professional picture, a title relevant to the service you want to be found for, let's say web designer, web developer, a summary filled with your accomplishment, like what you have done, several recommendations that cite your skills, describe your role in a project, and includes a relevant date, links to long form content you've published on LinkedIn, which is the blog post within the LinkedIn post, right? And this is the link where you can apply for. Okay, so you basically go to linkedin.com/profinder/pros, and from there go ahead and apply so you can get more leads within your niche, right? It's a good resource. I don't know why nobody's utilizing it, right? It's a good resource to try. Okay. Excuse me. So that was number 6 on how to generate leads. Number 7 will be how to use LinkedIn ads. So when you run LinkedIn ads, you have 3 areas, right? The email ads, that basically means your content can be sent to specific targeted audience on their private messages. This is something created by the LinkedIn's algorithm. It's only for the premium members only. That means you have to pay for LinkedIn to use that. So most of us use the free version. Don't worry about it. Excuse me. The second thing is called sponsored content, and you have standard sponsored content, and you have direct sponsor content. Okay, so what I recommend is the direct sponsored content, because that content, whether it's a image with the post or a blog, will show up on the news feed, and the standard will show up on the top of the profile. Okay, so I recommend, if you want to test both, you can test both, but we had more success with the direct sponsor type content. Okay, and when you run the ad, there's so many options for you to basically pick. Okay, when you run LinkedIn advertising, you can see that there is something called brand awareness. There is an ad that you can send traffic to the website. There's an ad that you can get more engagement on the post. If you have a video, you want more viewers, you can definitely get views for the video. Now, LinkedIn also has an ad similar to Facebook lead ad, where you can create an ad with an image and a copy and everything that shows up on the news feed, and the audience can basically click the button and will take the audio. It will basically collect your target audience's name and phone number and email address. Okay, it's like a lead capture. You can also, if you have an e-commerce store, you can run an ad to get the traffic back to your e-commerce store. Or if you want to apply or hire people for a job, you can also do that. So these are some of the type of the objective when it comes to advertising, running the the LinkedIn advertising. Okay. All right. So in conclusion, after all this, we talked about profile optimization. We talked about the new stuff on LinkedIn. We talked about how to generate leads. You have the organic means, you have the ad means, and how to send private messages to target audience with the message that I shared with you. That's how you do it properly. And what else? So I would say in conclusion that I recommend that you have some type of daily valuable content that you need to post on LinkedIn. Okay, and if you want to spend like maybe every day, maybe you want to connect with 3 or 6 people, you request a private messages, like you send private messages to your target audience, like, do like at least 6 a day or 3 minimum. Write content, native content, or post it on your LinkedIn like once a week. So instead of just blogging to your website, maybe once or twice a month, write an article within LinkedIn. Okay, look at other followers' news feed and engage with their comments. See if the content is good, and read them and comment and engage with them. Okay, you don't want to be just the person who suck all the stuff and never give back. When you get messages, look at those private messages. If it's worth it to be respond. If not, you can ignore it. And you can invest in ads with the direct sponsor content ads. So if you want to invest in ad to get the most of the value back to you, then invest in the direct sponsor content ad. Okay. All right. It is 6:40. So let me know if you all have any more questions about LinkedIn. And let me also share that tool that I talked about right here. This will help you to get the extension to basically capture those who look at your profile. So check it out. All right. So is there any more questions about LinkedIn? If you want me to look at your LinkedIn profile, give you some feedback on how to optimize it, give you some suggestion, feel free to do so. Okay, feel free to do so. It is 6:41 p.m. Central Time. I'm gonna wait for a minute. If there's no more question, I will bounce. Okay. All right, one more minute. All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all back tomorrow. Tomorrow I might talk about, based on the request, let's see. Okay, I might talk about the difference between Google Ads, and LinkedIn Ads. That's for tomorrow. Keep sending me those messages, those questions. And again, if you need any help with the LinkedIn account, let me know. Tawsif, just wondering on which platform you have most of your audience. I would say Facebook has most of the audience, then Twitter, then LinkedIn, then everything else goes down. I also have Pinterest and all that, but the Facebook is the majority of my audience. Then Twitter. And Periscope, that was back in 2015. I'm still live streaming on Periscope, but honestly, I'm not having a lot of those audience that used to come to my Periscope. They have their own live streaming on Facebook right now, but trying to stay consistent. Let's see. All right, sorry about that distraction. Just looking at messages. So now, let me know. Tawsif, any more questions? Any more questions? Let's see. 1 second. I apologize. This is kind of rude of me. 1 second. 1 second. Maybe my finger's too fat. All right, 6:43 p.m. Central Time. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.